Hey everyone, Nubkeks here, and in today's video, as you can see this character in the background, might have spotted this character actually in the Firelands time walking video I did a few days ago. I'm going to be talking about making a new alt character and what it's like, what the journey is like, getting up to 60 and then starting to get geared, getting through the content. How long does it take? What is the process like? This is how it's going for me, and I'm also going to be very curious to hear how it's going for you. So this is my character. Let's not click into the mission table. As you can see, I had her logged out beside the mission table, sending my guys on some XP mission, getting those guys up. Actually, segue here. Segue. How is your mission table going for you on your mains? What has happened to me, I'm Venthyr, I'm my priest. The Venthyr followers, not very good, let's be honest. So it's pretty rough. But I kind of got them up, got them strong. I did a few campaign missions in a row, kind of knock them out, and now suddenly I'm sitting there with most of my followers are about level 30. Most of the missions on my table are about level 40. There's no XP missions showing up anymore. I'm even getting new followers from Renown and stuff like that, and I can't even level them up. I can't even power up my guys. I think I looked at my mission table today. I used an add-on to check the success rates. The best I could get, I could only beat one mission out of about 10 missions on the table. I even had a chance, and it's barely a chance at all. It's like a 55% chance to pass the mission. It's pretty brutal. How's it going for you? Hopefully better, but yeah, I don't know. Be careful with the campaign missions. Don't push them too fast. The XP missions disappear. It's weird. Anyway, okay, back to this video though. Back to today. So, if I remove my webcam, unfortunately it disappeared. If I do a /played, you can see here, we have been at level 60 for 7 hours, 13 minutes and 33 seconds. A little bit of that has been sitting here, obviously AFK or talking, that's okay. But for the most part, actually, I would say we have been going, no, not going hard, but we've been going at a steady, fairly quick pace. And I'm going to talk you through today what I have been doing, again, to show you our progress so far in game. We are up to Renown 14, actually. Renown 14. We don't quite have our legendary from Torghast, but I've got 725 Soul Ash. I do have Balance of All Things. This is our legendary. I do have that ready to craft. I have the items for it ready to go. We've got our missives down here. That stuff is all ready. And yeah, we are actually only, though, at 153 item level. So that's sort of our progress. Oh, by the way, if you want to see my followers, I have these guys. There you go, 4 followers and so on. Let me talk you through, though, the process of how it has been going and, yeah, how this has worked for me so far. The first thing to talk about, I guess, is why Balance Druid. As you guys have been with the channel for a while might know, I actually picked Balance Druid as what was going to be my first alt in Shadowlands. This was one of my absolute favorite specs on the Shadowlands beta, and I also loved Resto Druid. I also really enjoyed, to my surprise, Guardian Druid, and I will be honest, didn't like Feral at all, but this was nonetheless, yeah, for the first time ever, this is a class I've never played before, but I decided, hey, this actually looks like a great class for me in Shadowlands. When Shadowlands actually came out, though, more fool me, because it turns out Balance Druids are incredibly strong, as I'm sure we all know. But I, for whatever reason, decided that my Shaman was going to be my first alt. So that is what I leveled up and geared. And in fact, it was a very different experience to my experience now, because I leveled that Shaman up in like week 1 or 2 and was gearing it in Mythic Zeros alongside everyone else. And yeah, we didn't have Mythic Plus or raids or anything like that. So that was an entirely different experience. This is really my first experience of having, you know, a proper alt in Shadowlands, shall we say. I've only played Balance on this character so far. Haven't dabbled in the other specs on live server yet. But yeah, Balance Druid is phenomenal. It's super, super fun, in my opinion. Has a great flow to the gameplay. Starfall just feels incredible, pumping out that AoE damage. And you have so many tools in utility, from shapeshifting, you know, running around in stealth. You've got sprints. Travel form is incredible, getting around the world, leveling up, picking up herbs and quest items without having to dismount. All that stuff is just phenomenal. Insane mobility in combat, knockbacks, Ursol's Vortex. You've got it all. Like, there's so much stuff going on with this class. I've had an absolute blast. Definitely a highly recommended spec in my opinion here, for Shadowlands. It's super fun. Oh, and Convoke the Spirits is pretty awesome as well. You might have heard of Convoke the Spirit. But hitting level 60, what was the first thing I did? What was the plan? Well, straight to the Covenant Sanctum. That was step number 1. Head over there, start picking up the quests, and of course picking up the weekly quests in Oribos as well. The honor, the PvP quests, and the dungeon quest too. Funnily enough, actually, so far in this character, I have yet to complete the collecting anima weekly quest. Man, anima is just hard to come by in Shadowlands, I think. The anima drought is real. But I actually got this character to 60 before the reset, which meant I was able to head into the maw, rescue 5 souls, and basically get a free renown from that, just straight up and straight away. So that was fantastic. And then I've just been following the Covenant campaign whenever it's available and knocking that stuff out. You get a little bit of gear. You get a piece of gear every time you complete the Covenant campaign. They're fairly low eye level. You know, they start ramping up, but they start pretty low. So I think the first one I got was only item level 155, I think. It was pretty low. But then they're going up to 164, 171, 177 now is what I've been getting. And that's sort of helping me to gear out a little bit at a time. Not much, only 153 item level overall right now as we stand, but those pieces of gear are sort of slowly contributing to help get through the Covenant campaign and to get through Torghast and the Maw. In terms of the Maw, I haven't really done anything outside of just the week 2 rounds of the weekly quest to collect souls from the Maw. I just figured there wasn't really all that much point to doing it, right? I already have the upgrades to Torghast powers from my main character, so I'm not really in a rush to grind out a bunch of Stygia or Venari rep on this character. That's something I'm putting off a little bit. Torghast is definitely a focus though. Like I said, I hit 60 the day of the reset, so after doing the Renown quest to gather 5 souls from the Maw, I went straight into Torghast pretty much and tried to knock out as much of Torghast as I possibly could to just gather some Soul Ash, so that would be relatively easy for me to get enough Soul Ash in week 2, where we are now, to create my legendary. Also, Scaldus Halls was open on that day, and it was closing. With the reset, Scaldus Halls was closing, and that is the place that drops our best legendary. Of course, it requires you to do layer 3 of Torghast. How difficult was it? Well, I'll be honest with you, I've had a blast playing Balance Druid in Torghast. It's incredibly fun. You have so many tools. So I do think that Balance Druid is a very strong spec for Torghast, right? Convoke the Spirits just deletes bosses. You've got tons of uncapped AoE, loads of mobility, self-healing, utility. You can handle it super well. But with literally questing gear, leveling gear, no good gear at all, I was able to do layer 3 the day I hit max level and get my legendary recipe, no problem. Okay, maybe it got a little spicy on that last boss, the final boss there in layer 3. That was kind of looking like, okay, this could be tough on some other specs. It might be a bit of a struggle for sure, but I was able to do it with basically no gear. So you are able to do that. That is very, very doable. After reset day then, I did some shopping, of course, getting those pieces, sent some gear, some gold over to my character. This character, I think, hit max level with about 17,000 gold, and I think the base item level to create a legendary was 18,000 gold. So I had to send some gold over from my main, did some shopping, got that stuff, just getting prepared for making my legendary this week. I headed off then, of course, after grabbing all the weekly quests, headed off, and I did the world boss. I think I did the world boss actually before reset. I forgot to mention. Haven't got any gear from it though. I haven't got anything from it apart from a bit of gold, but it's helping towards that anima quest, sort of getting us up there slowly and surely. I'll definitely finish that anima quest this week and get a renown. That ain't too bad. And then after that, it's just been on with the Covenant campaign as well. Oh, I am also knocking out callings. This is one thing I think is really lacking. At least I haven't seen it anywhere in game, but you do get catch-up renown, right? You get catch-up renown from raid bosses and dungeons sometimes, I think. You get catch-up renown whenever you do a calling that gives you an epic chest reward. Not the blue chest rewards, but the more rare epic chest rewards from callings. I think they're the ones that give you renown. Again, I'm not sure because it never really communicates this to you. As far as I can tell, there's no way to particularly tell how to get that catch-up renown. It just sort of happens, which is kind of weird because it does tell you about the catch-up renown that you get when you're leveling, right? Whenever you do those leveling quests, with Threads of Fate, it tells you you're getting renown for this, and you know you're going to get renown. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's definitely some UI work that Blizzard could do there, so you could know about it. Again, let me know if I'm missing this. Let me know if this is obvious to you guys and I'm missing something here that I really shouldn't be. But as far as I can tell, there's no clear-cut way. There's no clear info on how to get that catch-up renown. The flow of things, though, has been pretty good. I've been getting that renown up quickly. In fact, it's kind of funny to me now, because I feel like this is the way that the expansion is really meant to be played. Those first few weeks were, I guess, kind of miserable in the sense that we were just really short on mission table followers. Just our soul binds were really limited. I feel like there's a way better flow of things now. Hitting level 60 on an alt, I feel like there's a great flow where I'm constantly getting more stuff, unlocking more stuff in my Covenant Sanctum. Unlocking those Covenant Campaign quests, going and doing those. And then when I run out of Covenant Campaign to do, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go off. Well, I guess I'll do a little bit of Torghast. I guess I'll knock out those callings now. And there we go. I do some stuff. I get another bit of renown. Another Covenant quest unlocks. Great, I'll go do that. I'm getting more followers. All of that stuff, it's all sort of flowing together in a really natural way, actually, that has made it actually a pretty enjoyable experience. It makes sense. Apart from, knowing where you get renown. Apart from that, the rest of it makes a lot of sense. So yeah, there you go, guys. That has been my character so far. My verdict from the first couple of days of being max level, and let's include as well about 2 days of leveling. It's been pretty great so far, to be honest. The zones are absolutely beautiful. The leveling is quite chill and fun. I enjoy it. Actually, I do enjoy the Threads of Fate thing. Then being max level, the Covenant campaign, certainly for Night Fae, has been fantastic. It's also, I will say, a joy to look at these followers and how insane these guys are. Have you guys seen Dreamweaver, doubles the damage of all allies for 2 rounds? Like, hello? Sorry, what is this? So the mission table is great for Night Fae. Probably very depressing to go from a Night Fae main to like a Kyrian main, Kyrian alt or something. You'd be going, wait, what is wrong with this mission table? This doesn't make any sense. The Covenant story has been great. The Covenant campaign is cool, and then I've got nice little stuff to do in the Maw. Lots of sandbox stuff in the Maw. Torghast, I've got lots of Torghast stuff to do, and that's fun on a new character because you're getting all these new crazy powers, which is awesome, and you're working towards that first legendary, getting that going. The first 2 days are actually great, I think. They're really good. Now, probably not great if you're looking to get into endgame as quickly as possible. In terms of eye level, like, we're really getting nowhere here too much. So, yeah, to actually get into, like, I can't get into dungeons, you know what I mean? Like, I could do random dungeons. I can't even get into heroics. I can't even get into heroics. Heroics are off limits. Oh, by 1 item level. Likewise, we are off for looking for raid. So all of that sort of end game content, that's still nowhere close. I mean, once I get my legendary built, I should be able to get into heroic dungeons. So I don't think I'll do any heroic dungeons though. What's the point in that? But yeah, that stuff is still quite a ways off. So that's like the next thing. I'm curious how that will go. Are you guys worried for me, or is it going to be okay? Because my plan now for the next few days, obviously we're going to finish off this quest here, get a renown from that, which is great. We are going to go into Torghast. We're going to build our legendary, have a legendary, which is going to be great. I've been looking at the renown levels as well. So we get a new Covenant campaign over here. It's not until level 19, which is still a ways away when the World Quest rewards go up. So that might be a nice quick way to get some gear too, if we can get up to Renown 19. We'll see. We'll see how easy that is to get to. Again, because we can't get into dungeons or raids, I'm worried that might be a little bit tricky. By the time it happens, it might be too late. But certainly I am planning to step into PvP. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. I think it's going to be great for gear. Right? Get that honor gear. It's consistent source of gear. And I can upgrade that gear. Fantastic. Work on Conquest as well. I'm going to probably get on every day. Get that bit of Conquest. Start building up this Conquest gear. Get those guaranteed 200 item level pieces. Fantastic. Start filling stuff out. I think that's going to be the best way for me to get gear, guaranteed gear quickly on this character, and then I can start doing actually some dungeons and raids and stuff, start building up the Great Vault and getting some gear. This is my plan. But yeah, it might be horrible. Like, going in with no gear into a battleground, we're just going to get destroyed, I think. You can catch it on stream. We'll see how it goes. So maybe it'll be horrible. Maybe it'll be fine. But that's the plan. And that is installment 1 of our Fresh Alt series. It's been pretty good so far. Thanks for watching, though. I'll see you next time. Again, check it out on Twitch. You'll see this whole process. And I'll keep you guys updated on YouTube as to how well or horribly it is going. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.